If you love a good neutral outfit, but you feel like your wardrobe is starting to feel a bit meh, this video is gonna be for you because I'm showing you some of my favorite outfit formulas. These are gonna be the neutral versions, but I'm gonna show you the colorful variation for it. In case you're feeling a bit bored with your wardrobe, or you just want to add some more color but you don't know how to, I'm gonna show you some of my outfits that I've worn recently or in the past and how I can, zhuzh it up a little bit just by adding color. So let's start off with a very classic outfit here, and I'll show you the photo here. It's a very chic, very polished look, and I love it. I've worn something similar like this in the past, but instead of a white t-shirt, try a colorful t-shirt or graphic tee, maybe some neutral base like the gray I'm wearing right here, and then I have some color with the graphic. It gives it a little bit of edge, but also, it's not, I don't feel like it's too much. Plus, the good thing about a graphic tee with color, you can mix and match it easily with different bottoms. As for bottom, instead of a black or even navy blue, go with something bright, maybe like a bright coral blue or an orange or even a red if you're feeling bold, just to kind of, try something different. Plus, girl, it's summer, so this is your excuse. You don't have to feel like, oh, am I doing too much? No, you know. But the look is still going to be polished and still chic, but you're just swapping things out. So these neutral outfits are some of my favorite formulas. I love a satin skirt. I used to be obsessed. I've always owned one. Funny enough, I don't anymore. But in the past, I've worn these versions. You can see some of my neutral outfits here as well. I'll show you when I had an all cream base. Very chic, but I don't know. For now, I find it a little bit boring now. And also, there's a white oversized shirt, tank top, and black skirt. Outfits that I've worn in the past, which there's nothing wrong with them. It's just now, it's just no longer me. So for an alternative to swap them out, I'll show you the two photos here. For example, this one with a white tank, instead of a white, I'll opt for a green tank top just to add some color. And again, green is such a beautiful color, especially in the summer and even the spring. Actually, green all year round. And instead of a plain satin skirt, I opted for a colorful midi skirt. This one's from Primark. I've had it for years now, and it's just a really nice way to add some color. Great, especially if you're going on vacation. I've actually worn this on holiday as well. You can just throw on any sandals and you're good to go. So for this one, I went with some green sandals, and again, with multicolored items, you can just pick any color from the skirt, and that can be your accessories. So as for accessories, kept it very simple with the jewelry and even some fun color with the earrings again. Again, I'm still giving chic, but playful and colorful. Another alternative that I've done in the past, which I've shown you guys on this channel already, is for this oversized shirt here with the white on white. I went for a white tank and the pink oversized shirt again, and you can see how I've swapped out this look for this. Both looks are still very cute. I just want to give you some variety, some spice. So this is another popular neutral outfit formula that I see a lot, especially on Pinterest. It's very modern, very much on trend. A waistcoat with like a nice trousers. It's chic, it's still polished. So for my take on it, just to give you some colorful variations, instead of maybe like a white waistcoat or like a cream or something, opt for like the red, like a bold red, very vibrant, or even if you're bold, a vibrant pink or purple. Trust me. You can pair with a classic trousers, a bit more structured, but for me, I went with these leopard print pants with the drawstring waist because it's summer, it's like easy breezy, especially if it's really hot. You don't want to be wearing anything too clingy or any heavier fabrics. These ones are light and they're from H&M, very easy to wear. Leopard print is still in neutral, so you're not straying away from neutrals. You're just adding a bit more like texture and a bit more fun, especially with like the prints rather than it being so flat. So this is another alternative to the waistcoat and the trousers. So this time I actually opted for a proper trousers, a structured one. I actually haven't worn this in a little while. This is from TK Maxx, but it's originally from Zara. This is a really nice, beautiful, vibrant orange. So even if you did actually have like a white or like a neutral waistcoat, you can actually pair the neutral waistcoat here with like a brighter color pants. That's also another variation. But I love this denim vest instead. This is from TK Maxx. Oh, actually they're both from TK Maxx. I didn't realize. But this denim vest, I just love it. I love how fitted it is. I feel like the denim material gives it a bit more structure, a little bit more edgy as well. I don't know, at least in my opinion. And blue and orange is such a beautiful combo. It's very vibrant, especially for summer. So don't shy away from a little bit of vibrant look. I've given you the neutral alternative. These are the looks we're recreating here or coming up with the different variations. So you can see in this outfit right here, white shirt, black tank, and then denim jeans. And my version, I'm just wearing a colorful tank top. Honestly, this can change your outfit. It makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more, I don't know, dopamine dressing, right? It's just fun. I'm biased to orange, hence why I have a lot of orange. Orange or pink are my favorite colors, so you will tend to see tons of orange from me. Plus, I think they pair really nicely with brown skin, and it's such a versatile color. It's so easy to mix. And then this shirt is thrifted. I think it's originally from Warehouse, but I really like bringing this out in the summer, although it's very autumnal, but it's just easy to wear. So this is just an alternative to the go-to. I just want you to kind of, get some creative ideas and try with your favorite color. Same outfit, different variation. I wanted to show you an alternative. Instead of wearing a white shirt, you can swap it out for a pink one as well. That's an alternative, and still stick to either a black tank or white. I think white is a better alternative because it's very fresh, especially for summer, and pink is very calming, very much soothing as well. That's what I love about pink. It's definitely my favorite color. And obviously the same denim shorts, but I've added even more pink accessories in my footwear and also handbag. I have a little pink crossbody bag. If I'm going somewhere that I don't need much, I'll bring this. If not, then I'll bring this blue and pink floral bag. Again, still pops of color here and there, but still very practical. So I just want to show you an alternative, and even this outfit I may even add on my bakerboard hat just for the sake of it. So another variation, still sticking with the pink shirt, is this look right here, which I feel like is very classic, very chic, and still very modern actually. Let's be honest, it's very modern, very on trend. I'm sure I've worn a few versions of this, but it's an easy one because we have an oversized shirt, white tank, and like very neutral bottoms. Now these bottoms are from H&M. These are the linen shorts. You have the boxer style ones. They're very in at the moment, since the last couple of years actually, but it's super comfortable, super breathable. This is an outfit that you can wear anywhere, even by the beach or vacation, whatever the case is. We're not doing too many colors. It's still pink and green as the main colors and white as neutral. So this is just like a nice variation if you want to do the same look, but in like a little colorful version. So this outfit I've worn countless times throughout the years. Whenever I was in doubt, I would always start off with the all black base and just throw anything on top. Usually that was like a white shirt. Nothing crazy. It's still a chic and effortless look. But over the time I started to find it a little bit boring. But I didn't want to do an extreme like version and show you guys. I want to show you something subtle, how I've upgraded my style since then. Again, instead of a white shirt, I've opted for a yellow linen one. It's giving like, very calm and still very summery vibes. But instead of a black tank, I went with this striped one from Uniqlo. This is the built-in bra one, super comfy, and again it's just easy to throw on. Now instead of going with the colorful pants, I still kept the black ones. These are from River Island. I've had them for a while now, but I don't really wear black as much, but they're super comfortable, nice, stretchy in the waist, and add some flow, and it's actually really nice to wear in the summertime. Footwear wise, I just want my chunky sandals, but I can go with anything. That doesn't really matter too much. And then I've even added a pop of color again with my yellow bag, but accessories is completely up to you. But I just wanted to show you how I've sort of upgraded this look from here to match my current style as is right now without doing anything over the top. I still think this is a fairly neutral look, but I guess it's a slight addition to adding color. Here's a pretty neutral outfit that I wore, I think a year ago. When in doubt, I always start off with a black base and then kind of throw anything on top. So this is how I would add a pop of color to it, as you can see with what I'm wearing. So instead of like an all black base, I would break that up with like pattern, some texture, a striped tank from Uniqlo, similar to the one I just wore in the other outfit. And then a polka dot skirt. Instead of a plain black skirt, I feel like the clashing of prints make it way more interesting, especially if you still not want to add too much color. But then as for color, instead of the neutral cardigan that you can see I'm wearing, I opted for a bright cobalt blue cardigan. This is from Primark, and I love the fact that it's cropped, so it's giving, still feminine, but also a little bit of like texture. Yeah, I just love the color. I feel like it's so vibrant. So if you're looking to kind of add some pops to a neutral outfit, maybe just add a top with the cardigan or the blazer instead, whichever the outfit is, but I want to give you some inspo. So this is pretty much how I would transform that look that I wore in the past to something a bit more modern and kind of fits in with my style. So let me know if you found this video helpful in the comments, what outfit's your favorite, what are you doing now, or what you're struggling with when it comes to wearing color. Let me know. I would love to create videos around that as well. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in this video right here. Bye.